Well, for the first time in I think I saw 58 days, the Minnesota Twins are no longer in first place. I guess they're technically tied, but they're actually percentage points behind Cleveland now because they choked their fucking asses off at Target Field tonight and lost 6-5 in 11 innings. And they got what they deserved because this is not a real team. They're just not a contender. They can maybe hang around in a weak division. They maybe hang around even if they're not in first place. Maybe hang around in wild card contention. But they're not a real contender. They're just nothing. They don't have it up here. They just do not have it upstairs. Um, you know, this should have been like a something of a signature game tonight because um, they were down early, 3-zip. Um, Kirilloff got a double, a 2-run double, and then Arise hit a 3-run home run, and they were up 5-3. I think going to the 8th or maybe the 7th, and 7th or 8th, and like in a game where you're essentially playing for first place. Like this is the team that's chasing you, that's right behind you, that's been one of the hottest teams in baseball for the last month. While you've been, screwing around and dropping 7 out of 10 to the Royals and Tigers, and then losing a series in ugly fashion to Arizona that you had no business losing. Um, but you want to pat yourself on the back because hey, you won 5 out of 9 against those teams out of the East. Well, guess what? You've completely fucking ruined that now because it doesn't matter because you've gone right back to being just crap since then. But you're up 5-3. Pagan comes in, gives up a 2-run home run. Because of course he does. And then from that point on, it was just a matter of time. Just how long would it be until somebody else from the bullpen gave up the winning run? It didn't end up happening until the 11th. Jax was in. Don't even really blame him. I mean, it was just like a little bloop, and they already had the free runner. But what did we see again? Absolute horseshit, trash at bats in late and close situations from this team. We see it all the fucking time. I'm sick of this shit all the fucking time. I also I don't really understand. In the ninth, they're pinch hitting. Now Garlick got on base, but they're pinch hitting Garlick for Kirilloff, who had gotten the 2-run double earlier and has hit the ball pretty well since they brought him back. And they pinch hit. Who did they pinch hit for? I forget who they pinch hit for Larnick now. Miranda. Which I don't know. Is that an improvement? I don't know. Geez, well, at least the Lynx are fucking lighting it up. And you also burned you burned your whole bench in the bottom of the night because then they pinch ran Gordon, tried to steal him. I think he was maybe safe, but they said he wasn't. Looked like he had his hand in there, but whatever. So you go to extras. Top 10, Duran actually gets a pretty clutch double play to get out of that inning clean. And then you've got a fucking layup because you've got Arise as your free runner, and you've got the meat of your order coming up. And Buxton walked, so then you got first and second. I mean, the runner at first doesn't matter in that situation, but you've got Arise at second. You got Correa and Kepler and Sanchez as your next 3 hitters. Put a professional at bat together and put that fucking run across and win a game. Win an important game. I mean, I know this isn't the season. It's June 21st, first day of summer, but this is a pretty important game considering what Cleveland has been doing and what you've been doing. And all 3 of them strikeout swinging, trash at bats, unprofessional bullshit. Where it doesn't even matter who the players are. We've seen this for years with the Twins. They get in these spots, especially in extra innings, and they just become the dumbest hitting team you've ever seen. They can't hit the ball in extra innings. It's unbelievable. Mercifully, the Manfred rule keeps some of these games from going, deep into the night. I remember there were a couple of these games in 19 where these games just won't end because the Twins can't hit. They can't hit, and they won't hit in these situations. It's like they're always up there. All they want to do is hit a home run. No, when you have this stupid rule, and it's a terrible rule, but it gives you a runner right at second base. Boom, a fucking base hit, score a run. It's Arraez. He's going to score. You get a base hit just about anywhere, you're going to score and win the game. But we can't do that because we have 3 guys go up there, and all they want to do is try to hit a fucking home run. It's unprofessional garbage, and we've seen this for years, and it doesn't even seem to matter who the hitters are, because these are different guys. 2 of those 3 guys were not here before this season. It's like that was a layup. That win for everything that happened before then. Pagan blowing it up, blowing the game, and the steal by Gordon that was called an out, and other things like. It didn't matter at that point. That was a layup. The game was yours. You could not fuck that up, and they fucked it up, and they lost. And then top of the 11th, Jax is in there, and he gives up the free run because Cleveland is a much better baseball team than the Twins, and they understand the concept of manufacturing a run. You don't need to hit a home run in that situation. Get 1 run. They did. And we had I forget who we had now. Who do we have for the free runner in the next thing? Well, it was Sanchez. I think the first guy struck out or something, or whatever. It doesn't even matter. I know we moved the runner over to third, and then Miranda hit a deep fly ball, and it went to the warning track, and we had the dig tease. I could tell right off the bat that it was the launch angle was not going to be right. And frankly, even if it had gone over, that was almost not even a deserved win. But it wasn't. It's caught at the warning track. We lose, and then so the people can be like, "Oh, poor Twins, we're unlucky." No, you're not unlucky. You're not a good team. This is not a good team. This is not a contender. They might be able to hang around in a weak division. Maybe contend for one of those wild cards. Although a couple of those teams out east are taking them. Like the White Sox have started to win games. Like they're right on your heels too. The Twins could be in third place very soon, very easily. And this is just a team that like I said, they don't have it upstairs. They don't have that, whatever that is, that intangible that makes teams win when it really counts. They don't have it. And this is a game in June. But we've seen it in the Baldelli era. They don't have what it takes to win in the playoffs. And I don't know if it's just a Baldelli thing, but it's kind of just the same shit in a lot of these spots. And the players have changed some, but like they're not, they just don't have it. Whatever that intangible thing is that helps a team win games late, they don't have it. They never do it. That Royals game, like a month ago or whatever that was, where they made that comeback, that is the outlier of all time. That might even be their only win all year, where they trailed like beyond like the 7th inning or something like that. I mean, there certainly aren't many, because this team just chokes. They have no. They don't display any intelligence about how to like manufacture runs and have good at bats, and they just go up there and they hack, and then they strike out. Well, guess what? When you're striking out, you're not doing anything. Because guess what? Even a ground ball, maybe in the bottom of the 10th, could set up a win. Hit a ground ball, move a runner over, and then hit a fly ball and score a run. You don't even have to get a hit. That's both the ugliness and the beauty of the Manfred rule, is you don't even have to get a hit to score a run. But this team is consistently stupid in all of these situations. They can't put together good at bats. They can't get clutch hits. Like they might get a clutch hit, before the eighth. Like the Rise hit was a big hit, but you still got a lot of baseball left after that. And then they don't bounce back. Like the second that game got tied up on that grotesque home run that Pagan gave up, you knew they weren't going to be able to score because they never do. Like it's unbelievable how bad they are in these situations. It's like the higher the pressure gets, the worse they are. And you shouldn't even be like that bottom of the 10th. That shouldn't even be a pressure situation. All the pressure in that situation should be on Cleveland because they're the ones who are, if they give up one base hit, they lose the game. But you're going up there hacking like a bunch of fucking idiots. I could go up there and do that. You want me to go up there and just hack like a fucking moron who doesn't know what he's doing? I'll gladly do it. I'll do it for a lot less money than they're paying Carlos Correa. It's they're just not a good team. Like they had the good burst when they were, God, what was it, like they went like 14-3 during a stretch where they were playing a lot of crappy teams. But they are solidly a sub 500 team for over a month now, and this is just what they are. They're not good. They're not gonna they're not going to get buried in the division because the division is not very good unless the White Sox really get hot or unless Cleveland is just a lot better than we think. And I don't think this means Cleveland's great, but the Twins are not very good. This is not like a 90-win team. They're just not. I picked them to go 81-81, and that's probably what that they're going to probably be a lot closer to winning 81 games than anything like 90 or above. And maybe they can hang around in the playoff race, in the division race. But if Cleveland and or Chicago are legit and get hot, I mean Cleveland's already been hot, but I mean if Chicago certainly if they turn around and get hot, the Twins are going to be fucking buried, and they're going to be buried very fast because they got to play. This was just one of 8 games they play against Cleveland before the All-Star break, and I think they got to play 6 against the White Sox before the All-Star break. They're gonna be fucking buried by the All-Star break if this keeps up, and I think it will keep up because this is just what they are. They're just not it. They just don't have it. They just don't have it. This is just not a team that understands how to win games late and close, which is where you're gonna have to do it. Games like this didn't have the importance of a playoff game, but it was sort of playoff atmosphere. I mean, it's the team right behind you coming into your ballpark and you do this. And yeah, you can go win tomorrow. We got Sonny Gray on the mound. You can go win tomorrow. Maybe even win Thursday and win the series, but it ain't gonna matter. What are we doing here? The team is not gonna do anything. Maybe they somehow still win a crappy division, but they're not going to do shit in October. And I know people say, well, you can't look at it that way. You have to just kind of enjoy the season. This hangs over this franchise. This playoff drought and playoff ineptitude. It's really gotten hard to look at anything else. Like, I just, for me, this is just my opinion. If they stumble around and win a crappy division with, they win like 88 games or something, and then go and get smoked in the playoffs again, I'm not going to care that much that they won the division. I'm not going to look back on anything fondly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. This team is just hopeless. There's a lot of talent on this team. They've got holes. I mean, they certainly have some issues in the bullpen. I don't understand the lineup. Why the lineup, even aside from just some of these late game spots, why this lineup is so inept so often, considering the talent they've got. I mean, a third of this regular lineup should be in the All-Star game, and yet they're awful so often. There's just something wrong. There's just off. It's just I think it's a mental thing. I don't know. They just don't have it. They just don't have it. This is just not you hear about teams being like mentally weak. I think this is just a mentally weak baseball team. I don't think they have it. This is not a team that they never feel like they're in control of games. They always feel like they're just hanging on by the skin of their teeth. You know, it just it's a frustrating team to watch. Even when they were all alone in first, this has been a frustrating, you know, 2.5 months of baseball already, and like I think they have too much talent to just completely collapse into nothingness. But they're just not. I mean, like this wouldn't be in the top 20 Rocco games that pissed me off this year. But I don't think they're really very well led. I don't think they make good decisions. I don't think they understand just how to win, like how to win these close games against good teams. They don't seem to know how to win close games against bad teams. Like, I'm sorry, like you've got this, you know, we saw it over the weekend. Like, you get this series looming, and you go and you piss away 2 or 3 against a nothing Arizona team, while Cleveland goes into Dodger Stadium and wins 2 out of 3. They're just a better team than the Twins. They just are. And the White Sox are probably better than the Twins too, and that will probably end up being the case. I mean, this is looking like if the White Sox get it together at all, and they've started to win a little more frequently, the Twins are going to find themselves in third place very soon, and they are not going to be doing shit as far as any sort of playoffs. And I don't know what the solution is, because change at the top. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't put this in the top 20 of the Rocco games this year, but man, if you believe that like leadership matters, I don't think they have much leadership. I think Rocco's a fucking idiot. I've made videos talking about how I think Rocco is a fucking idiot. I don't think he's a good leader. But yeah. They got another game tomorrow. Maybe they win. Maybe they retake sole possession of first place. I mean, technically they're tied, but percentage points, we're behind them. We've played like 6 more games or something than Cleveland, but Cleveland's just better. They're certainly better managed. I mean, for God's sakes, they have a Hall of Fame manager. They're just better. They know what they're doing. Even I don't think Cleveland's gonna do anything significant in the playoffs either, but they're just better than the Twins. They just are. Twins just don't have it. That's all. That's about. I'll sum it up here. The Twins just do not have it upstairs.